Hi everybody, I'm back. I've had a couple of requests for sewing related videos. So today I'm starting to work on my kids' Halloween costumes. They're going to be doing the Teen Titans Go. Specifically, people have requested getting the bobbin into the machine and winding the bobbin. So I'm going to make sure that I can show you those pieces, show you a bit about how I use the machine, and if I get to any of the hand sewing bits today, I will do that. So here we go. Okay, so we're going to start with putting the bobbin into the machine. This is a bobbin. This one's made of plastic. You can also get them made of metal. It is important that the bobbin you are using is designed to work with your machine. They do come in different sizes or like widths. So from here to here, for my old Kenmore machine, was a lot bigger than this one, or for the ones that went to my mother's Singer sewing machine. So it is important to make sure you're using the right bobbin. Sometimes they say universal. That's not necessarily true. You may be able to get it in, but it won't work in a way that's going to get your machine to work as best as possible. So you can see here, I've opened up my machine. This is where the bobbin works and lives from. So this is where the bobbin case goes. This is kind of the mechanism. This actually moves around as you sew and makes the loops that connect the bobbin thread to the upper machine thread. So to start loading your bobbin, rewind this one. Woo, that's less than ideal. Use your other hand, Sarah. All right, so you want to have a little tail. Not very long. I'm using navy thread, which hopefully against the white machine and the white tablecloth will work. So we have a little bit of a tail. Again, sticking my hand where it doesn't belong. So then you take your bobbin case. I'm going to see if I can do this so that you guys can see. And this is the bobbin case, and you can see it has a piece in the middle where the bobbin sits. So we drop the bobbin in. And I'm doing this wrong-handed, unfortunately. As you go along the bobbin case, there's a big open place here. And then as you go around, you'll see a little slit. And I'm going to take that tail I left, pull it around, and pull it down through the slit until it comes out. So you can see now it's coming out down here, which means it's loaded. So from there, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my bobbin case, and please always check your own machine's instructions on how to load the bobbin, because they can all be very different. And I'll lift up this little flap, which is how I get it back out again. Now you can see it is firmly in there. Okay, we're getting ready to show you how to do this. This is my machine. It's obviously a FAF. It's an older model. It's an excellent machine, very heavy, holds up well to a lot of different fabrics. I'm going to try to do this in the least shaky way possible, but I do not own a tripod, so we shall see what we shall see. All right, we're going to start with our thread. All right. This is Gutermann thread, which is one of the better threads out there, one of my personal favorites. And my thread comes around here, goes through here, down this way, up, through. All of these parts have names. Darned if I can remember pretty much any of them right now. This is the needle guide, and this is the needle. Sometimes if you're having trouble threading it, you can drop the presser foot, and that will help you. There's obviously a hole in it. I'm pretty good. The Gutermann thread is actually really nice. All right, so if you're having trouble threading your needle, I recommend taking a good pair of scissors and trimming the edge. That'll give you a nice flat edge, which goes through the little hole a little bit better. They do sell needle threaders. I've always found them to be more trouble than they're worth. Other than that, you just have to make sure you're going the right way. You need to come on most machines from front to back, not from back to front. All right, so the last step of threading your machine is to draw up the thread from the bobbin. That's my finger. All right, so you can see my thread from the bobbin is sitting here. And what I'm going to do is use the wheel on the opposite side, which again has a name I cannot currently remember. And we're going to go 1 rotation so that the needle goes up and down. As it comes back up, it will loop around. See if I can do this without getting my hand completely in the way. It'll loop around the bobbin thread, and as you pull, this machine I find I have to go almost the whole kit and caboodle around. As you pull up, let's bring up that presser foot so that it's out of the way. Come on, you little bugger. Excuse my language. There we go. There. Now, there is my bobbin thread, and I am ready to sew. Okay, now it's time to wind our bobbin. We're going to start by flipping that little handle, pulling it out. As you can see, empty bobbin. All right, to wind the bobbin, we put thread through this tension holder. Almost all machines use one that looks very similar. Mine is used as well to help tension the thread while sewing, but that is not necessarily the case. Okay, so we take our thread, and if you look on the bobbin, my apologies here, you can see the teeny tiny little hole here. We're going to pull the thread up through there so that it will wind around the center post. I'm going to take my bobbin, I'm going to push the thread up through until I have a nice little tail. All right, I am going to, this here is my bobbin winder. Flips back and forth. I'm going to settle the bobbin on it. You can see, excuse me, there is a little metal post there. I need to line that up where my bobbin doesn't sit down far enough. You can see it's a very little drop. All right, so I'm going to tighten my thread on the spool back up a little bit until we're, so as I back the camera up, you can see my thread is coming from the spool through the tension winder to the bobbin. And the other piece I'm going to do is to turn off the drive to the needle so that the needle will stay still while I still use the inner workings of the machine to wind the bobbin. Sometimes you pull this piece out. On mine, you flip a switch. It can vary by machine. As always, refer to your own instructions. So I'm going to put my foot on the pedal, which is under the table. And I'm going to start. So when I've got a little bit on, I'm going to let go. And then I can just let it wind. Okay, as the bobbin fills, you can see it getting closer and closer to the plastic post, which eventually will keep the bobbin from spinning and will let you know when your bobbin is full. All right, my bobbin is now loaded. I'm going to clip this thread, and then I can put the bobbin back into the bobbin case, and I can re-thread my machine to sew.